Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel, and on this channel I document my training with Ironman Triathlon in mind. So it's Monday the 13th, 14th October, something like that. Basically today's the first day of my new training block. So I've kicked off with a 5.27 mile lunchtime run, just nice and steady, just under 8-minute miling. It felt really within myself, to be honest. I'm really happy with how it went, other than I've got a bit of a foot niggle, that's still present, but it's not really getting much worse. It's a little bit worse, but not too much, so I'm just going to see how it goes. Keep cracking on. Today's the first day of the Ride Harder bike training plan, so as with all beginnable training plans, it starts with testing. So tonight I have a 5-minute power test and a 20-minute power test, so that should be painful. I'm not expecting to hit any PBs, however, it's important that you do it to get your zones right, so I'll show you that later on. Good evening, Tuesday evening. First of all, what happened last night? I had a really early night. Listened to the body, foot was hurting, I was tired, just got an early night. It was supposed to be the start of the Ride Harder plan for me, started with an FTP test, but I'm going to do that later in the week. So what I've done tonight, so Tuesday evening, can't remember if I said that, 8.59 miles, just over an hour, just over 7-minute miling in total, but the session was on the track again. So we did a warm-up, and then we did 1200 meters tempo, and then 24 times 200 off of a 100 dog recovery. So it wasn't like flat out 200 meters, but just 200 at maybe 5k pace or a bit quicker. So it was a real good workout. Absolutely really enjoyed it. Great bunch of people I'm training with, some real good athletes that I'm trying to chase down. So it's going well so far. Hope the week continues as it started. Good evening, Wednesday evening. Went for a run this lunchtime, 5 miles, felt good. I'm glad to know my foot has actually eased off. It's the 5th day on the trot I've ran and it feels okay, so I'm still keeping on top of the icing and the stretching and the strength work and all that, and it seems to be working, so who'd have thought it. So Wednesday night on the turbo, it's a start of the Ride Harder plan this week for those that have started joining that. I haven't done the FTP test. On Monday night I just got a real early night, that was wild. So I'm doing the Cadence session tonight and I'm going to do the FTP test tomorrow. Liz, what are you doing? Same as me tonight, although you haven't got a cadence sensor, so I'm not quite sure how you're going to do the cadence work.
Making it up as I go along.
Making it up as she goes along. Just copy me. Don't copy me. I think it'd help if I explain what I was doing to those that aren't on the plan. So it's a 5-minute warm-up, and then there's some sort of like 30-second blocks of high cadence, 2 5-minute tempos at high cadence, and then some more little short high cadence efforts. There's nothing over tempo power, so it's all quite easy. Enough to get the heart rate going, but not really hard. So it's a nice session without putting too much fatigue in the legs. Done and dusted, good session that. Didn't take on too much fatigue. I think my left cleat is ever so slightly out of position, and that's what's causing a bit of foot pain after a bit of investigative. Yeah, Liz has inspected it with her eyesight's a lot better than mine. So I'm going to move it around and hopefully test that later in the week because my foot was a bit worse tonight. Cadence session was great. It's good to sort of try and get up there at like 105 RPM. I can't really spin that fast. I used to ride at 95 or 100 all the time, but over the last couple of years I've sort of got into the habit of riding at 80 RPM, which seems to work for me, but then I come to do this sort of stuff and I struggle. How do you get on doing a cadence session with no cadence sensor?
I really enjoyed it.
You spin your legs fast, don't you?
Yeah.
Good evening, Thursday evening. Testing night is here. So, a test is made up of tonight. A warm-up, then a 5-minute power test, so an all-out 5 minutes, and 10 minutes spinning, then a 20-minute power test. So the 5 minutes sort of takes the edge off of you, makes the 20-minute a bit more accurate, as well as using the 5 minutes to work out your maximum aerobic power. So I've always found that my maximum aerobic power, my 5-minute power, is very close to my 20-minute power, which isn't very good because that means I've got a limited ceiling. So whilst I might have, for me, relatively good numbers threshold-wise, my 5-minute power is pants in comparison, so it's definitely something to work on. I'm going to be giving it my all tonight. James, the coach who set this Ride Harder plan, his briefing for tonight was just treat it like a training session. You know, don't go taking any caffeine or anything, just do it like a normal session. Yeah, whatever. I need some morale. I need to get close to the numbers I had in the summer, so let's give it full whack tonight. No sandbagging here. This will be an absolute all-out effort, and then obviously in a few weeks again we'll retest and see what the gains are, if anything. So I've got a couple of minutes left. I'm going to aim to myself for the 5 minutes. So what numbers have I got in mind? Earlier this year for a 5-minute test I did 403 watts or something like that, and then for the 20 minutes I did 383. So anywhere near those would be ideal. Anywhere within sort of 20 watts would be great, but I'm going to go off like a minute and see how it goes. So. Blah blah blah, gotta talk loud because I'll get done for copyright otherwise. Done the 5 minute power, it's gone well. Let's talk numbers at the end. 20 minutes, come on. 12 minutes in, fading hard. Gotta finish it. One minute. Oh man. Oh man. I can't explain. Well, I can't explain how hard that was. Very. Oh my god. I mean, testing is hard, but testing when you're not as fit as you used to be, it's demoralising mentally. It's hard to get through the session. I've not really been in a... Oh, I'm gonna come back to this in a minute. Good morning. So it's now Saturday morning. I just found out that for some reason my GoPro likes to corrupt footage for no apparent reason. So I'll just recap the stats from the FTP test. So I did the 5 minute power. That was pretty much, it was bang on a PB for me. So 405 watts for 5 minutes. And then I went on to the 20 minutes full of confidence thinking, oh, maybe I'm as fit as I was. I wasn't. Started about 3:70 and it sort of dipped and dipped towards the end. It was really hard to finish, but I knew I had to just finish it and get a 20 minute score. So then in a few weeks I can come back and retest it. My 20 minute power was 353 watts, which gives me a calculated FTP of 335. So my previous 20 minute test was 383, so I've pretty much lost 30 watts, so I could do with regaining those at some point, but I'm not too worried. All it does is gives me the right training zones for the next few weeks. It's still too easy just to leave your zones what they are, whereas if I'd done that now, I'd be training too hard. The easy sessions would be too hard and the hard sessions would be way too hard. I wouldn't be able to hit the numbers, I'll just get demoralised. So anyway, so we're on Saturday morning now. I had a complete rest day yesterday. I had on the massage. My foot is a lot better. It's pretty much 99% there. Just got to keep on top of the icing, stretching, strength work, all of that. All the stuff where you think, oh, I'm out the other side of it, I'll stop doing that. I've got to keep doing it. So as you know, Saturday morning's International Park Run Day. No Liz today. She's out socialising. Which you know it's not Park Run Day. So with me trying to go from an average runner to a little bit above average runner, I can't just do park run and go home. That isn't going to get me much fitter. So I came to park run, I had a little warm up. I did it sort of like in a mid-tempo pace with a couple of mates who were doing the same sort of thing. They've got races on tomorrow, so they're not going hard. We ran around in 22.5 minutes, so it wasn't easy, but it wasn't too hard. And then I ran from here a couple of miles to meet up with the group who I trained with on the track in the week. They were doing a hill session in the forest, so I ran a couple of miles there, did the session with them, some 2 or 3 sort of long sustained efforts and then 4 shorter hill efforts, so a real good workout. And then run back to here, and that is 14.6 miles in 1 hour 52, so average 7 minute 40 pace per mile, which is a good average, but don't forget I've had a lot of stops in between that, so I stopped after park run for a quick chat and then stopped and regroup with the group and all that sort of stuff. But I definitely felt that the 2 miles on the way home, it was a bit of a grovel. It was a long old way to come, but really happy to get some decent miles in the legs. I think that takes me up to sort of 40 miles for the week so far running wise. Just checking. Nearly 33.5, no, near 40, 33.5 miles, so a steady run tomorrow might take me over 40. So yeah, feeling good, just trying to build in some volume now, get into the swing of things, and here comes winter, let's go. So Chester and I have decided that we're going to end the video there. I'm aware that I've gone on a little bit, and tomorrow, so Sunday, I've got a race, and it's not a normal sort of race that I've done, it's a race I've never done before, a format of race I've never done before, so I'll make that a separate video and drop that later this week, so keep an eye out for that. Let me know how your winter training is going. Have you guys done an FTP test yet? Is testing part of your plan? Let me know down below. And if those that are on the Ride Harder plan as well, let me know how you're getting on. Be good to hear from you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'll just say goodbye.